I've got a haul to share with you guys today, and typically I notice that I don't haul like skincare that I purchase, and I'm going to try to start hauling the skincare that I purchase as well if you guys want it. So let me know. I was kind of thinking about that when I had filmed my empties video because there's so much skincare products in there. I was like, during my like hauls, I don't really haul my skincare. Let me know if you guys want me to haul it. Maybe you just want strictly makeup. But this first item is a new product from Drunk Elephant, and it's the Protini Polypeptide Cream. And they had this at the Sephora inside JCPenney's when I went there on Friday. I was so excited to see it because I wanted to purchase this online as well, and then they had made it like first access and then it wasn't available. It is now though. It's available on Sephora online, but I got it in store and I was able to use it that night. I did purchase the one with the purple top as well a while back, and I like that, but it doesn't really provide the moisturization to my face that I would like. This one here I've used for the past 2 days now, and so far so good. It's only been 2 days, but so far I kind of feel like it's been competing with the Belif True Cream Moisture Balm, the cream, which I've gone through several tubs of that. This one has, I feel like, a little bit more active type ingredients, where I feel like the Belif is just strictly a moisturizer. I feel like this has something a little more than just a moisturizer, if that makes any sense. On the back of the box it says, this breakthrough protein moisturizer combines an unprecedented array and concentration of signal peptides, growth factors, supportive amino acids, and pygmy water lily for visible and immediate improvement in the appearance of skin's tone, texture, and firmness. Protini's proprietary formula restores younger, revived looking skin almost from the first application. Lines, wrinkles, and signs of sun damage appear to be reduced, and skin feels strengthened and moisturized. The thing with this was I was worried about putting it on and then waking up having my skin feel really dry because I hadn't used the Belif cream that I really like. And so far, like I said, I've used it for the past 2 nights, and I woke up and my skin does feel moisturized. So I'm pretty excited about it. The packaging looks like this. It's 1.69 fluid ounces. And then the packaging of this I really like. You just pop the top off, and it's one of those where you squish it and it comes out the hole in there, so it, air doesn't get into the container. But I'm super excited about this. I really do think that it's going to give the Belif True Cream Moisturizing Balm a run for its money. And then I waltzed on over to Target, and they had a display for some new Maybelline products. So I purchased the Maybelline Total Temptation Blackest Black Mascara. Here's the outside packaging on that guy. And then here's the tube. I've only used it 2 days now, and like the tube is already getting all dirty. It's kind of got that matte type of texture to it. It has more like of a natural bristle brush as opposed to the rubber ones. It's a pretty decent size. I'm one of those, I feel like you either really love Maybelline mascaras or you don't. Same with CoverGirl. And I'm one who always kind of leans more towards loving CoverGirl mascaras. And I never have really found a Maybelline one that I've loved. And this one here I had seen, I can't remember, I was watching somebody's videos and they just raved about this. So I was like, I'm going to give that a try. And I knew, I was like, it's a Maybelline mascara. You don't really like Maybelline mascaras, but I wanted to try it anyway. So I did wear it 2 days in a row. It provides a ton of volume, but it borders that spider eyelash look, which I'm not nuts about. It kind of like where the tips kind of end up going, you know, little type directions, and then it's really thick. It kind of gooped my lashes together. I'm not crazy about it. Well, I'll just put it that way. And then I also purchased this Total Temptation Shadow and Highlight Palette. It just looked really appealing in the pan, the way that they had kind of embossed the shadows to kind of give them like a rippled look. It was just appealing looking. This is what I have on my eyes today, with the exception of Wet n Wild Brulee eyeshadow underneath the brow, because there isn't like a matte brow bone that matched the warm colors. There's this purple one over, or like pink one over there, but I wanted something like neutral. And then I've got these 3 right here on with, I think I put a little bit of gold on there too. The shadows are quite dusty. I feel like the look turned out really soft. I'm not crazy about this either. So what I ended up doing was putting a Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadow over the top of like this peachy type of shade, just to give it a little more something. Because I mean, for like a work environment, if you like to be really like subdued with your makeup, I feel like this kind of has a place there. But otherwise, I'm just not crazy about it. Some of the shadows that come out nowadays are just so awesome. Like the pigmentation's there, the blendability's there. Like if you want, you know, really intense looks, it's really easy to get them. So when I go back like into something like this, I'm just like, it's just really kind of bland for me, I guess. I can see where there's a place for this though. If you like a really subdued look, you know, you might really like something like this. The matte eyeshadows in here are these two right here, and then you've got this top one, and then these two over here, and then you've got two shiny highlights. I can tell that there's some silicones in the formula of this. They have a thicker consistency, like these two highlighters, but let me give you guys some swatches. The pigmentation is okay. They blended really nice. They were just a little bit, I mean, I hate to say it like this, but they're just a little bit boring for me. There's those ones. The highlighter shades are a little, like I said, thick and chunky, so I'm not nuts about the texture of those. And then let's do these ones right here. And this was, I got this at Target for $9.99. I'm glad I went to Target before I went to CVS, because I went to CVS after, and they were like $12.99 at CVS compared to Target. So that is that. And then when I was at Walmart, I saw that L'Oreal had some new bronzers. They're called the True Match Lumi Bronze It. There was 3 shades, and I was like, this looks very familiar. And it is. To the limited edition, I believe these were the Glam Bronzes that came out, I think, a summer or two ago. I picked up the shade Deep in both of these. I have the lighter one in the Glam Bronze too, which is nice, but I like the redder undertone of the deepest shade. This does have some slight sparkles in it, nothing too overbearing or anything like that, but I do really like both of these bronzers from L'Oreal, but I wanted to swatch them next to each other to show you. They're similar, but I think that the newer version in 03 Deep Profonde is a little bit more redder yet. And even on my fair skin tone with a lighter hand and really buffing it out, I can use this deepest shade. But so that's the new one right there. And then let me swatch it next to the Glam Bronze version. Same amount of product in each of these. Same pattern embossed in there. So actually the Glam Bronze, now that I swatched them next to each other, is a little bit darker yet than the newer Lumi Bronze. Then I saw that there was a new brand in Walmart, and it's called Found. It's supposed to be like a natural beauty type of line. Never heard of it, nothing until I seen it like on the shelf in Walmart, and I was like, I want to try those out. So I purchased 2 of their Baked Illuminating blushes. And I've worn both of these. This first one is number 70 Pink Glow. This is what the top looks like. And then it's like a marbleized product. There is 0.24 ounces of product in this guy. This one kind of, it's got an illuminating factor, but it has more pigmentation than the other one, and it shows up easier on my skin tone. The other one might have to be like a little bit more of a topper, or I really have to build it up, which I'll show you in a minute. So this one is number 70, Pink Glow, and then the other one is number 60, and this one is called Peach Glow. And the color initially I was like, ooh, that looks like a super pretty baby pink, but I do wish that it had a little bit more pink pigmentation to it. As you can see there, it's pretty light. Maybe when I work through some of the marbling on it, it'll show up a little bit more pink, but that one's pretty light right there. So like it almost would be kind of a pretty highlighter on a deeper skin tone than mine. It's not light enough for a highlighter for me, but it doesn't quite have the pigmentation in it to be a really vibrant like blush, but if I build it up, I can get it to show up. But I like the number 70 a little bit better than this 60 Peach Glow. Another product from Maybelline, they released 6 new shades in their Instant Age Rewind concealer, like the OG concealer. I really like the corrector in pink, and then I also I don't have either of them right now, which I kind of want to repurchase the pink one, but they had gotten old, so I like tossed them. But I do really like the formula of this. This is what I have underneath my eyes today, and this one is it's light enough, but it would have been nice to be for their lightest shade to be a little bit lighter and brighter than this one. I'm just happy that they came out with more shades in the range because the formula of this is really nice. Oftentimes I just use the little sponge tip for a while to dab it on, and then I end up pulling the sponge tip off and kind of tossing it because I don't know, something about it kind of creeps me out. So this is the shade Ivory, and they do say that this is their now lightest shade in the range. Again, this is what I have on today. This particular formula from Maybelline is amazing. This does have more of a neutral warm undertone as opposed to maybe a pinker cooler undertone, which I would have liked, but I still think that it looks nice on my skin tone. I kind of bronzed up and have a little bit warmer skin today, so it kind of worked out nice, but a couple more shades in the Instant Age Rewind, which I'm pretty excited about because, again, that formula is really nice. Another Maybelline product, I finally bit the bullet and got something from the Maybelline and Gigi Hadid collection. And it's this little palette in Gigi 16 Cool. And I got this at Ulta. I was kind of like side-eyeing, I guess, the displays because the price inflation on the whole Gigi Hadid line. I mean, I get it, they probably had to pay her and stuff like that, but Maybelline is such a large company that they didn't have to inflate the prices so high where we were like, what? You know what I mean? When they sell other little quads like this for what, $5, $6 cheaper or something like that. So, but I had a coupon. I had like, it was $3.50 or $5 off. No, actually it was $10 off of I think a $20 purchase, one of them little Ulta coupons, you know, but I didn't pay full price for this, is what I'm trying to say. But this little guy I do like better than that other Maybelline palette. It does have kick up in the pan, but when you use all the shades together, I think it's quite pretty. The only shade that I didn't use in here was this dark one right here, but I have worn quite a few of these shades. They're very soft, and again, like very powdery type of eyeshadows. This color here is so pretty. There's a couple right there, and then let me swatch. Which other ones did I swatch? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, these two. And my mom actually ended up purchasing this guy too because she liked the looks of it, and she really likes this quad, or what is it? I suppose it's not a quad, it's a 6-pan eyeshadow palette. So those are the shades from the Maybelline and Gigi Cool eyeshadow palette. Also, when I was at Walmart, I noticed the Milani display. I was like, I don't remember seeing those rust colors in an eyeshadow palette. Here they came out with 2 new eyeshadow palettes in this type of format. They came out with number 7 Matte Basics, and number 8 is called Must Have Metallics. These little palettes are nice. I think that they were $9.99 at Walmart when I purchased them, if memory serves me correctly. But wait till I see some swatches of like this rust one. Really, really pretty eyeshadows. I have the other palettes that have the same type of format, and those are nice as well. This one's all matte, and it's got some warmer tones in it, so I found that I like to pair some of the shiny shades in this guy with the matte shades in this guy, because there is only 2 matte shades in this one, and there's a really light one, and then that black is a matte. So let me give you guys some swatches. So this one is number 8, Must Have Metallics, and then you've got, oh, there is only one. The only matte shade in here is that black. So I like to pair this one with the other one there, that matte one that's new as well. But some of these shades are just super, super pretty. Right? Aren't those beautiful? Very, very nice. Those are those ones. And then this brown, black. So that one is the new number 8 Must Have Metallics from Milani. And then here is the number 7 Basic Mattes, where all of the shades in here are matte. And they do, well, I mean, this one's kind of a cool shade, but I think you can kind of pull it either way, I suppose. And these blended out really nice and worked good with that other metallic palette there. Why does it look shiny? It's, oh, this shade, okay, that's why it looks shiny. I'm like, why does that shade look shiny? This one is kind of a satin matte. It's got some super, super fine, subtle sparkles in it, like really, really fine ones. So this shade is not a full-blown matte. So, yeah, let me do this guy, which I kind of wish it was, because it's a it'd be kind of a good transition type color. It wouldn't be one that I'd put on the lid, so I wish that they would have just made that one matte. But that one is the number 7 Basic Mattes. Then I was eyeing this palette both online and each time that I went into this Sephora inside JCPenney's, and I was like, it's a Sephora brand, it's gonna go on sale. So I ended up purchasing it on sale. I think I ended up getting it for like $14, if memory serves me correctly. This is the Sephora Snow Glow palette. All the color on my face is from this palette today, the highlighter, the blush, and the bronzer, and I do quite like it. I'm glad that I picked it up. These two shades right here in the corner are the highlight shades, are a little bit thicker and chunkier and not quite as smooth as these bottom two, but I think that I can make them work. The bronzer I think is a really nice tone and worked out good, and then I was kind of worried the blush wouldn't show up on me, but it showed up quite nicely. So and I think this is still on sale. Yeah, these ones here feel a little bit dry, where the whiter ones feel a little bit more smooth. This one has got kind of a green iridescence to it, and that's what I have on my cheeks today, is this one. Let me swatch these two. And this one, this white color right here, has a blue iridescence to it. And then the bronzer and the blush. The blush is a matte. It's kind of a dusty rose shade. So I was glad to get that on sale because I was kind of eyeballing it, but it's the Sephora Snow Glow face palette. And then I purchased the La Prairie Cellular Treatment Loose Powder, and this comes with a heavy price tag. I had a Nordstrom note, that's where I got it, was Nordstrom.com, and so it brought the price from $100 to $80, and in my mind what justified the price was the amount of product that you're getting in here, which I'll show you in a minute. It's a ton of product. The total amount of product in this box is 2.35 ounces of powder, which is a ton. There's a large tub in here that's 2 ounces, and then it comes with like a travel compartment that's 0.35 ounces. So I feel like the price tag for the amount of product that you're getting is justified because it's something that would last forever. But the product itself, for one, it's got a heavy fragrance in it, and it's not like a natural occurring fragrance, it's an added fragrance, which I wish I would have looked a little bit closer at it. Two, there's something in it that makes my face itch. So like at around the 4-hour mark, my face, it just itches. So I thought that I stopped using it for a couple days, and then I thought I'll go back to it just in case by some chance my skin was just being all somehow to me. Nope, used it again. My face was itching. So unfortunately I'm going to send it back, but I want to show you guys what y'all get in here because it's a ton of stuff. I have really sensitive skin, but it does come with this little travel size compartment right here that you can like refill with a little puff and then a little powder. I didn't even open it. And then it comes with a massive jar of powder. I wish that they would have took the sucker's huge. So like I said, that's what makes me feel like the price is justified. I wish that they would have took the fragrance out, considering I have such sensitive skin. That's probably one of the reasons why it itched. But the powder itself though, like when I set either foundation or BB cream with it, the finish of the powder is really beautiful. I can say that much. So I was sad that it was like making my skin itch because I really like the finish of the powder. So also in Walmart, I saw these L'Oreal Crushed Foil Metallic eyeshadows. So I purchased one of these, and this is in the shade 23 Diamond Dust. It had quite a bit of dimension to it. It almost has like a slight hint of a green shift to it. So I thought I would give this guy a try. This has got a chunkier type of a texture, but yeah, it definitely has a green aspect to it. It's like a rose gold with a green shift to it, a really subtle green shift to it, and it has a really wet look to it. There were 3 shades. There was a gold and then a deeper brown, and this one looked the most unique, so I purchased this one, and it's number, again, 23 Diamond Dust right there from L'Oreal. Then also when I was in Sephora, I saw the new Cover FX glitter drops. There's 3 shades of these. I swatched all 3 of them like on the back of my hand, and the sparkle and the shine from these was just so stunning. Like so much glitter, so much sparkle. I was like, I want that on my face. The shade that I ended up purchasing though, because I felt like it was the most unique, is the shade Lunar, and it looks super blue in the bottle. it still has that blue shift on the hands, but it doesn't show up as blue as this, like kind of when you pat it around. I wore these yesterday, and I tried a brush and I tried a beauty blender, and the first tap, because I wanted them on the top of my cheekbones, and then I was gonna kind of put maybe another powder over the top, or just this if I could have got it on the cheeks saturated enough without lifting my foundation. Well, it lifted my foundation, and it didn't do it just like after, like pouncing a couple times. The first time that I went in and touched the skin and lifted off, and I used a really light hand, it lifted off my foundation. And you know, like when you have all your face makeup all set and everything like that, and the powder, and you're ready to put on like the color products and stuff, and then you know it grabs and it pulls off the products you put on. You can like see your skin underneath it. You know what I'm talking about. I was like, no. So while this is super pretty, and I know you can use it on your lips, you can put it in eye products, skin products, all different type of things. But for the purpose that I was going to use it for was, you know, a super intense highlight glittery on my skin. It didn't work out so well. It just first pounce on the skin, it picked up my foundation and powder. So I want to swatch free anyway because it's super, super beautiful product. Like super, super pretty. I don't know. I'm tempted to return it, but then like just looking, this is going to sound absolutely ridiculous. Just looking at this makes me happy because there's so much dimension and so much sparkle in it that I just won't look at it. I mean, I have to, there's got to be a way, right? If you guys have any tips for me to pounce this on the top of my cheekbones without getting my foundation lifted, let me know. Let me know, because I really don't want to return this. I want this on my face. It's so pretty. I actually thought about just keeping it and like putting it and rubbing it all over my arms so that I look like somebody off of Twilight because the sparkle's so intense. But it is a beautiful product. I really hope I can figure out a way that I can get it on top of my cheekbones without lifting up whatever's underneath it. Moving on. I went to the Estee Lauder counter. My buddy Rachel, which by the way, oh my gosh, if you guys have been around watching YouTube for a while, she used to have the channel Makeup Never Sleeps, and her name is Rachel, and she had the best hauls ever. Best videos. She had really good videos. Anyway, it's her birthday today. So Rachel, if you're watching, happy birthday. Happy birthday. But anyway, she was showing me this here, and I was in the store at the counter, and so I was able to swatch it, and I thought I'm going to go ahead and give this a try. And this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Custom Coverage Correcting Duo, and of course I got the shade pink. So it's got a double-ended situation like this. Let me see how much product is in here. Product, okay. 0.34 fluid ounces in the tube. You've got one end, and it says kind of on the side, the kind of the frosted plastic side is the light coverage side, and then the other side is a full coverage. I used the full coverage side yesterday, and I felt like it did a nice job of brightening and covering. It's not quite as light in terms of the shade as the Urban Decay Naked Correcting Fluid in pink, but I felt like it did a nice job of covering. And then I kind of went over it with a little bit of the light portion on top of it. And the product itself is really light coverage, which is something that I like. So I did like the way that this looked underneath my eyes. I'm going to swatch it next to the Urban Decay too. So this is the light side right here. It has a brush applicator, like light in terms of coverage. And then the other side is called the full side, and it has a doe foot applicator right there. And then let me swatch it next to the Urban Decay pink for reference. The Estee Lauder one might be ever so slightly more peachy actually than the Urban Decay, which has a little bit more pink. So you can see Urban Decay is a little bit lighter and brighter, and it has a little bit more of a pink undertone, where the Estee Lauder has more of a peach undertone. It's not quite as brightening. Let me blend out these a little bit for you. And they had these in the purple and the green and a couple other ones too. So you can see there that the full coverage portion of it has pretty good coverage. So for them real tired days when I'm barely crawling out of bed, I think that one's going to be a good one. And then I've been having a slight love affair with the new Makeup Forever Artist Shadow Singles that have come out. They recently come out in a newer type of formula. with the square pans. The formula I do think is ever so slightly nicer than the older formula. The Makeup Forever Artist shadows are some of my favorite matte eyeshadows that I have. These ones are just as good as those, if not ever so slightly better. They have nice pigmentation to them. They blend really well. I dipped into I got 3 of the what are they called? The glitters, I think. They have different formulas. Let me pull one out and see what it says on the back. D is the diamond formula. So I purchased 3 of the diamond ones along with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more of the matte eyeshadows. 2 that I know for sure. I kept them, I know like this color scheme is kind of annoying, but I put them like this until I hauled this so I didn't get the newer shades mixed up with the ones that I already hauled and showed you guys. So these 2 bottom rows are the new shades that I purchased. So I've got 3 diamond shades, and then here are the mattes. 2 shades that I know are newer shade colors in the matte range are these 2 right here. And I wore this purple with the pink and the peach yesterday, and the look, this purple is a really unique matte purple shade. It's almost got a hint of like a periwinkle blue in it. It's just really pretty, really unique matte purple eyeshadow. And for being a matte purple on top of it, it's not like super dry like a lot of matte purples are. It's a very, very, very nice eyeshadow. So here is M619. Yeah, I will say these newer shadows from Makeup Forever, they still have great substance to them. But they have a smoother texture to them, they do. And then here is M322, which is a slight khaki green. Not slight, I guess it is a khaki green color. And then here is D562. I like the diamonds, but I do have to kind of stab my brush into them to get it to kind of pick up the product. Once on, they're really pretty, but they're nice, but I'm not as in love with them as I am with the matte shadows. So this is D562. And these, all 3 of the diamond ones I'm going to show you guys have glitters in them. And then this color, oh gosh, this color is so pretty. It's M924. It is such a pretty matte purple with, like I said, it's got something about it with a slight hint of a bluish feel to it. I mean, it's purple, but it's a, what is it, a super cool purple. Then this one is M608, which is kind of a warm, deep brown. Right there. Look at how smooth though, you guys. Look at how smooth those matte eyeshadows are. So that one is M608. And then this one is M853. Super vibrant fuchsia pink. Look at that. I just had to like just barely tap my brush in that shadow there when I used it yesterday. This one's M405. It's kind of a yellow brow bone highlight color with a pretty strong yellow undertone to it. And then this one right here is M748. Super pretty peachy orange. I really want to get the matte orange, but since these launched, it's just been like out of stock online since they came out. So that one and the black one. This one is M510. Another kind of a brow bone highlight with a warm undertone to it. Not quite as yellow as that one. And then I've got the D652 shade. It's a really pretty color. I wore this yesterday with those, the look that came out of this type of brown along with the next diamond shade I'm going to show you and that purple and pink color. Ugh, it was so cool. I was going to film a video yesterday too, and then like time just got away from me because the eye makeup, these shadows turned out really cool on. And then this one is M530. A really bright, kind of neutral brow bone eye shade. I kind of put that over the pink. Sorry. I was having a hard time getting that pink shadow off. So that one's M530. And then the last one is another diamond color. And this is in 716. I'm probably going to at some point end up putting this on my cheeks as a highlighter because it's just really super shiny and pretty looking. This one does have a bit of grit to it. And again, it does have micro glitters in it. Kind of a champagne color right there. So that one is D716. now I can go ahead and organize that palette and kind of have a better color scheme. I'm tempted. Even though I know some of the colors in the new range have the same like matte numbers as some of the ones in the older range, because I feel like this formula is slightly better and smoother. I am really tempted to get all the matte shades from the new Makeup Forever range. Some of my favorite matte eyeshadows. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and slow my roll and cut the haul there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.